Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and today's recipe is hot pudding cake stuffed with Hershey's hot cocoa kisses. They make a creamy, warm filling in this pudding cake. This is great for a cold winter's night, especially for the holiday season. Hershey sponsored this post, and I'm so glad they did. They only have these kisses around for the holidays. So get them now while the supplies last. Let's go. These ingredients for this dish you probably already have in your kitchen. You just have to add Hershey's hot cocoa kisses. Let's start. You need flour, sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder, and salt. This is part one of the recipe. This recipe is in 3 parts, and each part is important the way you set it up. So don't just combine these all together. You'd be in trouble. Part 2 is milk, melted butter, and vanilla extract, with the star of the recipe, Hershey's hot cocoa kisses. And part 3 is boiling water, so turn your kettle on, more sugar, and more cocoa powder. This is not a hot cocoa mix that you would have in like milk prepared for you. This is a real baking cocoa, which comes powdered. This recipe takes little cleanup because we're gonna make it all in the same bowl we serve it out of. So add 1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of the cocoa powder, that's for baking, and 2 teaspoons baking powder. Add to that 1/2 teaspoon salt, sprinkle it around, and mix it up. I had made this recipe before, but it was half this batch, which really doesn't do a family justice when it comes to dessert time. This is my family size recipe. And when it's all mixed up, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of milk, 4 tablespoons of melted butter. The milk and the butter look like a lake in there. And here comes 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And mix it up. It's gonna become really pasty, which is perfect. I bring it into the center of the pan. You can use a brownie pan. I've used a pie plate here. Anything is fine. And when it's all mixed together, comes the fun part. We're adding a little kisses, but one for the cook. So take your Hershey's hot cocoa kiss and plunk her down. And do it again and again. And line those soldiers up, Dano, because everybody wants that bite. Be generous, because this is the best bite of this hot pudding cake. Are the ones, where do you get that? It's like a delectable marshmallow cream inside there that tastes milky and creamy. It's like drinking a cup of hot cocoa. Okay, back to the recipe. So press them down. You want them in that chocolate pudding cake base. I'm getting every last bit. That water is boiling. I hear the soft whistle. So get your boiling water and get a large measuring cup and pour in 1.5 cups of that boiling water. And add 1 cup of sugar to that hot boiling water. And now 4 more tablespoons of that baking chocolate and mix it up. This is an easy cleanup. What's happening now is that sugar's gonna melt, and so is that chocolate powder, and that brings out the essential oils of that chocolate. Look at that dark, rich color, and it's all dissolving. This is gonna turn into the pudding, believe it or not. So now we're gonna pour it on top of our cake portion with our beautiful Hershey's hot cocoa kisses. One of my favorite parts of the recipe is watching them dissolve when the hot cocoa goes on top. Look at this, that water with the sugar is gonna melt those little peaks. This is so fun. And into a 350-degree preheated oven, and be careful, don't spill. Slide it into the center, close her up, and set your timer for 45 minutes. It's ready. Oh yeah. And when it slightly pulls away from the sides, you know the cake part is done. And I'm gonna top it with Hershey's hot cocoa kisses, because everybody wants that bite. Be careful, it's hot. These are gonna melt. It smells great. Time to scoop it out. Look at that. Yummy. And I want that pudding with a Hershey's cocoa kiss. Oh yeah. Oh, and how about a little more drizzle of that chocolate pudding? Yummy. Doesn't that look great? Oh yeah. Yum yum. Click the link below and get your Hershey's hot cocoa kisses. And I've made a little whipped cream to go on top. This recipe is on my channel by hand, all over the top. Oh yeah. I like a lot of whipped cream. And I'm gonna give my hot cocoa kiss a little kiss with whipped cream. And a double extra helping, because that's for me. Oh yeah, I'm hungry tonight. Let's try it. Comment and let me know what you like on a hot winter's night. Let's take a bite. Okay, I'm just gonna go into a little corner and eat this like a little mousie for the holiday season. And the Hershey's Hot Cocoa Kisses are really good when they start to melt. That marshmallow inside makes it taste like a hot cocoa. Click the link below to find out more about Hershey's Hot Cocoa Kisses. Make sure to get them before the holidays are over. They stop selling them at Christmas. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's keep making great recipes in the kitchen. Like really sweet desserts. And hot chocolate pudding cake. This is the bigger batch. I think I can share. Hershey sponsored this video, and I'm so glad they did. I love this recipe. If you like this video, check out these others for great wintertime desserts. And don't be thinking about calories.